I can keep an eye on the things and stuff, seeing if I see anything.
Oh man, the stream upload speed's already like hella slow. Um, Actually, I can't tell if it's good or bad if that number is high, but it's green. The KB per second, I don't know if that's how much we're creating or how much it's actually. Oh well.
Kilobits per second. Good question. I'm not sure how that exactly works. What
Um,
it exactly monitoring? I know it's transfer speed of some sort, but is it to your hard drive or is it to upload it? Hmm.
sure. Either way, I've just very slightly adjusted the bitrate, and hopefully people will actually not lag today. Hi everybody.
Hey people.
Welcome to the Pokemon Platinum Renegade Egglocke, where David gets me a bunch of troll eggs and one amazing Charmander who I've been leveling off screen.
Honestly, you've gotten almost none of the troll, and I'm kind of ticked off.
Or they'll come. That said, I have been leveling Bahamut off screen. None of that honor system BS though. David has been vigilantly watching me that I haven't killed anything by accident.
Okay.
So that happened the last game we did try to do this with. Oh yes, look at it. Where I was leveling off screen and I had about 3 deaths between a session.
It's a yellow boy.
Oh man, he looks a little camp now, but just wait till he evolves again. Dragon breath.
Ooh, hold up. Dragon breath. Is that the one that always has 40 hit points of damage?
That's dragon rage. It's just a
Uh,
60 PP move that can paralyze a target.
it's not bad. It's better than, I guess, Smokescreen.
Smokescreen has a very specific use case, I think.
But how much will you be using it, and how much
Yeah,
damage will you be taking while that's happening?
I am in fact me, so yeah, that's a good point. So we've established that he is mostly a physical attacker, despite having a genetic ability that's very heavily geared towards exactly not that special moves.
Yeah, we can call him a mixed attacker with a leaning towards physical.
He's a bit of a mixed bag. Oops. Executes a bit of a mixed bag.
Yep, that's could have been worse. That's fine.
Let's
Let's
get that
see.
health back.
Psyche. Okay, that's actually not a bad idea.
Doc Brown hits hard, yeah.
He does.
Now, I want to let Bahamut actually have a couple of fights for himself. For two reasons. First up, if we can trust him on his own in the field.
Leveling becomes a bit faster.
And second up, it lets us level Orochimaru. Because God knows Snake Boy can't fight for himself. So I'm gonna test the waters in this forest and see if it is as safe for a fire type as I imagine it to be. Well, that's not cricket.
Wicked.
Ah, right. I forgot that my frame rate struggles a bit in here. Two for two. That's not awful. You can't paralyze me. I already belong in a hospital. What? Let's go for the speed move.
I
Level
can't remember if Shadow
24.
Sneak was a speed move or a never miss move.
Well, let's find out. Um, no. Always goes first.
Nice priority.
Nice birdie.
Priority.
Ah, that makes more sense.
So,
Nankata. No, I'm just always deaf. as a person. How does Ghost interact with bugs?
Pretty much okay.
Well, from a lot of clean shots to that happening. Doc Brown's really not as offensive as I'd like him to be, but my word, he can sustain some fights.
He does a lot of damage, dude.
I mean, he does, but I mean, he's got a lot going against him. He's paralyzed. He gets sand in his face.
Yeah, sure. They've had chance to set up on you, essentially.
But like between a lot of moves just straight up not affecting him, and his training kiss, and not an awful hit point pool, he's a bit of a tank.
Which is ironic, because I've never seen him use as a tank.
I mean, if you could put a turret on the DeLorean, you would absolutely own that vehicle. I'm using
So,
ghost moves on a Baneri.
a couple of things, yeah. Ghost move on a Baneri. Shadow Sneak is a great priority move, but also doesn't hit hard because it's a priority move.
I regret nothing!
Also, you're paralyzed, so you're going to be missing the whole time. So, I thought you're trying to level up your Charmander.
I'm testing the field to see if there's any water types or anything else that's great against burners. Again, honestly, I'm so bad. Yeah, I'm starting to think that there's only gonna be grass and bugs and the occasional normal type in here.
Pretty much from what I remember, yeah. That's the main stuff.
Oh, look at that spread.
Very mixed, very even. That's pretty cool.
Look at that. Attack 35, special attack 33. Good defense on both fronts. He's solid. Let's
if this is part of the rework that they've done on some of the Pokemon. I
let's
don't remember him being that equal, like
yeah.
in this spread.
I remember him being a specialist. But yeah, let's oh man, that's sparkle. Let's test out this flare blitz. Oh, that is a very aesthetic attack, but it hits with recoil, I see.
It does super strong damage.
It is a seriously heavy hit, yeah. Let's have a look. 120, oof. That's almost worth it. Having a 120 BP move this early on is great, and if this wasn't an Egglocke, I would absolutely run with it.
Yeah, if you're hitting first and you know that they don't have that much HP, this is probably not the worst. But now you're struggling because if you're trying to level,
Yeah.
very quickly. So it's a great move. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic move.
And all I need is for one lucky survivor to actually land a lucky shot.
Yeah, so I would actually just say don't use the fire move for leveling.
Yeah, let's check out the Dragon Breath. Also pretty aesthetic. Not as damaging as I would have hoped.
It is special. It is one of those moves that has a secondary effect, so it doesn't have as much BP. I mean.
Also, I think we just spoiled a bit on being overleveled all the time.
Yeah, it's true. Like you're like a level or two above them, not as much as you've been before. So this makes a lot of sense.
What does this actually do?
Makes you very strong.
Attack and speed. Yeah, that's excellent.
It's actually fantastic. And then use a special attack. That makes a lot of sense.
Shush you. See, this would be a terrible idea.
Right. Chance of flinching, and perhaps not the worst time to switch out of the Jersey. Well, you've got the speed advantage now as well, so.
That said, I've leveled up enough to at least get a vague sense of what he's capable of. The downside being I need to like switching squads every now and then is great for a hey, let's be tactical perspective, but it does mean a lot more of just leveling stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, that
that's
was a poor
pretty much.
decision.
Yeah, and he is a bit of a class cannon, but that was not the best of ideas.
I mean, he's gonna hit level 17 after this fight, maybe.
Single crit out of that third seed could have killed you there.
I mean, not really.
Yeah,
I don't think it would have killed him unless it was the
it
first
would
hit.
have. It would have killed you because of the way the crits work.
18, told you. That's the one that does 40 damage. Now, here's the tough question, right?
Show
Or
me, just
two.
double check.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Thing
it's
is,
better than Dragon Breath.
it's only going to be better than it for a little while, and
By that time, you'll have better mercy. Currently, this is OP.
what I'm actually thinking is this is an Egglocke, and that is a terrible idea.
That move might just save you.
That move will absolutely kill me.
I don't know, dude. I wouldn't double up. I wouldn't double up on the dragon stuff.
Okay, so will I get better physical dragon moves that aren't Dragon Tail, do you think?
Probably.
Okay.
Even if you don't, dragon is not the best attack.
Damn it, David is very unloud. This will not stand.
So yeah, dragon isn't the best of attacking types. Like, what is dragon strong against?
Oh god, that's too loud. I'm honestly not sure. That's not what I meant to do at all. Even less that.
Dragon type is only super effective against other dragons. That's
Wait,
it.
is that it? That's surprising. But they have
Dragon
so many
types are
weaknesses.
defensive. They're strong against fire, water, I think electric, grass, and some other stuff.
So
Big
there's a
two
lot of
lights.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff that isn't very effective against it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's only effective against other dragons. So having dragon as a offensive typing isn't great. That's also where that 40 HP solid move, why that's so useful.
Mm.
And sacrificing an actual stab move that has 120 BP, sure, with a bit of a knockback, doesn't make sense in that sense.
Okay.
Origami says I'm very unloud.
I have already made steps regarding this.
Hey buddy, thanks for joining.
Are you alive, buddy? Oh man.
Buddy.
Yes, yes, I'm going to the Pokemon Center now. Unparalyze my ghost thing.
Great, I can finally unbench. That was not great.
I mean, unrelated to clenching specifically, is this Quistis Treep over here?
Is this what?
Quistis Treep, the teacher from Final Fantasy VIII.
I don't know. I don't think it would directly have this character in it since it's a completely different IP.
Sure, but the outfit was identical. The ponytail was just a bit shorter. Okay, so you say there are buildings here, and it's like super hardcore fighting, hey?
I said nothing.
Um, I think it came up in the last thing.
Okay.
You're
Ask
a
me
bug
anything.
type. How are you not? Oh, right, electric.
Yep. Also, that's so freaking annoying.
What? All the evasiveness.
Yeah, luckily you're lucky, so
So
um,
origami spider's busy having a existential crisis. In fact, he is having multiple existential crises. Who is
origami is
Vsauce?
now Michael.
I mean, I feel like that's a lie. Pretty sure that's Ivan. I'm pretty sure that's Ivan doing a bit. I Unfortunately, our resident dad joke specialist is feeling a bit under the weather, hence him not joining us. At least not on Discord. So, good news, bad news situation. Nobody's going to be blessed with his dulcet tones, but also nobody will have any red marks on their forehead from all the face palming.
Yay! Well, we might if he keeps sharing stuff in the chat.
See, those aren't dad jokes, and they're not making me face palm. They're just making me really confused. Fake out. I'm learning.
He's learning. Look at that.
Am I learning? Mr. Moneybags, make me some coins.
God damn. I'm kind of annoyed that you got the Meowth this early on. I'm just like spamming monies now.
I mean, was that ever gonna go any other way? Ah, there's the dad jokes. Ivan was abducted by mimes once. They did unspeakable things to him. It hurts so much.
Ninkata!
Isn't it Ninchada?
I
Bahamut's
don't see
leveling
an
up.
H.
Cool. One more fight from Meowth, and he's gonna hit level 21 more than his current level. Um,
That's super specific.
24.
Why not fake out?
That's why.
Oh, crit, so that's good.
Ah, look at all of them HPs. Yes, please.
What are you gonna replace it with?
Anything that's not as good as a 70 BP stab crit monkey
There's
hit.
nothing here to replace it with.
I'm honestly tempted to tell Fake Cut to go eat a dick. It is
Oh,
not as
Well, you
good.
shouldn't.
hey, we have an Evan.
He's alive!
Yeah,
Honestly,
weirdest thing fucking happened just now. So,
Was it related to mimes?
no. So, earlier, I don't know, like 3 o'clock or something.
I really don't like Fake Out. That's
then don't replace it.
fine.
I was watching, Critical Role, and then I kind of started falling asleep. So I paused the video and decided, okay, I'll take a nap. So I took a bit of a nap, and then I woke up like 20 minutes ago with an immense migraine.
That's not good.
Yeah, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go have a smoke because my lungs dictate what I do with my life. And then I'm gonna have just cereal or something, just so I have something in my stomach, and then I can take a shitload of pills and go back to sleep. And then, like I've had it a lot where I would be completely fine, and then a migraine would just hit me like a bat over the head. And yeah, apparently I can have the reverse as well, which I'm not complaining about at all.
Oh, so, it just miraculously vanished.
Yeah, it just went away. It's like
Fuck yes.
my I just completely, like, it was like this pop of vision. It was almost kind of painful, all the amount of light that my eye could suddenly see.
Use Dragon Rage, not Fire Blitz. Sorry, continue.
No, that was my story.
That's
Dude, I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Oh god, Dragon Rage.
So
Uh,
good.
What a move.
it deeply frustrates me that pretty much everything in this forest has about 43 hit points.
Yeah, but you're losing this health in with Flare Blitz, so
I
that's already fantastic.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
the Vsauce thing was a reference to Vsauce.
You got it.
But I mean, you got it.
Yeah, Dylan was like, "Who's Vsauce?" I'm like, "Dude,
Somehow missed that.
dude,
I,
what's wrong with you?"
I don't know the internet as well as the Reddit king. That is Ivan.
Thought you like knowledge and science and interesting facts and
I like
uh,
things, I like stuff like that, but that doesn't mean that I can quote everything that Neil deGrasse Tyson ever said, or any similar breadth of knowledge.
No, but the whole Vsauce thing is, it's
Vaginal source.
no, it's very much how he starts every video. He's like, "I am alive, or am I? What is alive? What makes us alive?
I
Are
see.
any of us alive? How can you quantify whether someone is alive? Hey Vsauce, Michael here, and today we're talking about feet."
I see. So the guy's entire
Wow.
intro is just one big existential crisis.
Not quite. It's like
It's
every time
literally an
there's a topic,
existential crisis.
every time there's a topic, he has like these weird questions about that topic, and then he kind of makes you doubt whether you know what you think you know, and then he explains why you either do or don't know what you think you know, which is really good.
I see. Yeah, like that's a good. It's a good thing to do. It's still deeply confusing.
Yeah. Also, you need flamethrower in your life.
I do.
He does. However, he's a bit more physical than special at this stage.
I could always just bite the bullet, learn Sunny Day, and just turn him into a flask cannon.
Yeah. On a slightly unrelated note, the Twitch side of the stream, for some reason now, I have the
Ooh.
game sounds in Discord, which I never used to have.
Yeah, that's because I shared the window.
Okay. However, Discord,
The
Twitch
stream.
does not have the game sounds, and
I
David
don't.
is very soft.
I've put David as loud as I can without making myself deaf.
Okay.
Um,
Or
cool. Well, seal your own fate then, I guess. Have fun with that.
yes, Daddy, do it again.
Oh man,
Slap me with that Dragon Rage, Daddy.
you want to do that with disable? I think no. Yes, because it tends to fail. You want to do that with any move that's not useful if done in succession.
Great thing with good coverage moves is, oh, you disabled this thing that I was using just to get rid of BP. Okay. Let me actually slap you silly.
Yeah.
Slap me different, Daddy.
Do, this is gonna be useless. Or not. Wait, you want to steal my health? Well, two can play at that game. I did it better. Nice. We.
Execute psychic move.
Well, in that case,
Why?
because it's super effective.
But it's priority. It's low BP.
I mean, it's just as many shots to kill a thing as what Dragon Rage was for all the stuff.
But Dragon Rage was done by a level 16 Pokemon. This is a level 24 Pokemon.
Sure. Critical hit, not very effective. See?
Sure.
I've got very limited BP on my sustain move, so this is probably the biggest, quickest way. So, the plan is to get these guys about, what, level 25 maybe? Every time I go up against a ghost, I'm like, oh right.
But if he's in the ghost, he's in the normal type.
I mean, you know what I mean.
So, parasite was apparently an accepted role in Roman society, in which a person could live off the hospitality of others in return for flattery, simple services, and a willingness to endure humiliation. And someone is like, we should bring this back.
Yeah.
And the first reply is like, what do you mean we should bring this back? We have Twitch streamers.
I mean, all told, I've absolutely seen people sustain themselves in life like this.
Yep. Because simping exists.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Slowpoke appears. It's about fucking time.
I mean, he was actually the first encounter I had. It's just he's only made it into the fight screen now.
Yeah, everyone's making a joke that Slowpokes are slow.
Yeah, and I'm
Very slow.
Yeah,
just
Dylan-
jumping
Dylan
on that
made the joke
stream.
as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
and now
So-
so has
so-
David.
So David, the
Slow
joke
David.
Dylan made here is that Slowpoke is very slow.
It took a while to get it.
Oh man, I swear we're not on drugs, guys. I swear it.
I should be. My head is like, what?
I mean, my eyes are still a little puffy for un-marijuana related reasons, so, you know. I'm kind of glad the camera's not on me right now because I think people would believe me even less when I said that.
See, yeah, now I doubt you just because where did that even come from? Why are you talking about? I swear, you're sounding very defensive almost.
David, I think you're paranoid.
Are you paranoid about my paranoia?
I'm absolutely not paranoid about anyone's paranoia. I'm
If
chill.
drugs were legal, paranoia would not be a side effect.
I mean... That's possibly true. Like, I was remembering the first time I ever had that effect, you know, back when they were still legal. I'd had that effect, and it was nothing to do with the possibility of getting caught. I just thought I was dying.
No, I know.
Oh, weren't. I heard when they were. I'm like, did something change again? I can't keep up.
It really depends on who you ask at this point.
I was just making a funny haha.
I mean, Evan, I thought the whole point of jokes was that you didn't go haha at them. Like, they're funny, but in a facepalm kind of way.
No, sometimes you can be funny. And jokes can be haha.
Like, when as a DM you ask your players if a 42 hits.
I've never asked if a 42 hits.
I missed 3.5.
You definitely also for 24 hits.
Yes, that I've done many times.
Shadow
Jokes.
balls!
Are
The-
like frogs.
The reason I have to say that is because what if we have someone who can cast shield as a reaction?
I'd still need a base AC of at least 20.
Well,
19,
sure,
20.
19, but you know, maybe.
18 may lower special defense.
I want to play
40.
a wizard
Jesus turns now.
with full plate armor.
I mean, sure, but that means your max AC is 23 with shield,
Yes,
which isn't awful.
unless you play a wizard that can create items. Then I make a ring of evasion,
Okay.
a ring of protection, a cloak of protection, and
A left sock of protection, don't forget that.
You know that the ring and the
improve
cloak don't
my
stack.
armor with +4 AC.
+3 is the max in 5th ed, I think.
Yeah, it is, but you know, you can always learn new shit.
Sure.
Or I make my armor +3 and my shirt that I'm wearing under my armor +3,
I see.
and then I run around with a buckler.
Jockstrap of evasion.
You're an evasive jockstrap.
I have a buckler strapped to my left arm,
Ooh, that move, it's hard.
and then
It really does.
have another +1 AC.
Yay!
With a wizard that has 5 health at level 20, but has 27 AC.
60 and 65, 8.
So if you're replacing it with bite, you're losing coverage.
I'm not too worried about that. Like I said from the outset, I kind of want him to be a stab monkey.
Yeah, but have a move or two or have a move that's good for stab.
I want a fire move that's not flare
This
blitz.
is an egg block, like you said. If you're
Yeah.
like the
Blah 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 blah.
baby.
Blah blah blah.
This is a really, really, really good move, but in an egg block it's a bit
Yeah.
iffy.
Yeah. Just be glad that the Pokemon don't come with the items I gave, because somehow they disappear if you give an egg an item, and I don't think that do.
I'm so glad to not be the only incompetent one. Yeah, what did he have?
There's a couple of Pokemon that are good, but I gave them items that are really bad, and then when I've been like, no, you can't remove the item.
I mean, there was never an Egglocke rule, so I'd have just said, haha, fuck you. But I would have been caught out for them for a while, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did actually say in the beginning, the items that you get from the Pokemon, from the egg, you have to keep. And then we realized that they don't keep the items.
Citation needed.
Just go watch the first 2 videos.
Where are they exactly?
But yeah, some of them had flame orbs, some of them had toxic orbs, some of them had life orbs. So that would have been fun.
I could see how a toxic orb would be an inconvenient item to have on an Egglocke.
Say again?
I can see how a toxic orb could potentially be an inconvenient item to have on an Egglocke.
Definitely. Especially since I gave it to one of the what's that ghost shell bug thing with 1 HP? Yeah. I had a lot of
You animal.
plans that just didn't work because of the way this ended up.
You monster.
I know.
And you would have made me feel so bad for letting it die.
Yeah, I would have.
Oh man.
I'm a monster.
On the plus side, the leveling's going quite nicely, and Bahamut's a fucking Charmeleon now. So when I logged in this morning, he was still level 1. He had just hatched, and no, none of that. 0 that. How likely is this to get the guy killed?
Just kill him. Just kill him immediately. Just do Dragon Rage. He can survive 1 hit.
Actually, Change it to Orochimaru. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
I love if you kill it with Orochimaru and you just end up with a shit ton of.
It's not
Will-O-Wisp is
impossible.
great. No, Will-O-Wisp.
Ah,
Will-O-Wisp.
Excisor. 1 HP damage.
I think it was actually more than one.
And Swords Dance and Shadow Sneak.
Swords Dance if you wanna.
I don't think Slowpoke can
Yeah.
can touch you.
Yep. Oh man, this
That's
is
why I
always
said-
fun.
That's why I said do the burn. Nice.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Watch it get so many HP levels. Now.
56 is only gonna get it to like level 2 or 3.
4.
You're right.
Yeah.
Alright, you actually.
I don't know.
Ha! Eat all of my decks.
Oh my god, I almost just shoved a fucking piece of metal into a fan.
That would have ended
do
poorly.
that.
So, David, we've established he's waterproof, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we have. However, Marill is fairy and water. And knows roll out. Fuck.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Oh man.
Oh my fucking god, that was the dumbest death so far in the stream.
So as a general rule, just no to little Shedinja thingies.
No, Shedinja is fucking OP.
Yeah, but sending it out against something that is one of the most well-known rollout users.
In my head, rollout users in total consist of Miltank and Danphy.
No,
Dude,
one of the best rollout users in the game is Marill.
And now I know that.
but not just that. Look, Shedinja is actually OP in an Egglocke, but you make sure that you've scouted the enemy's moves. It's the kind of thing where you put it in reserve and you realize, oh, they only have this kind of stuff in their repertoire. Great. Sweep with
Yeah,
Shedinja.
show me anything else that you've had so far that could have killed at level 1, killed a level 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're weirdly technical. Okay, that's the thing with them.
Yeah, and that's your weakness.
I mean, we all knew that was my fucking weakness. Going in, when David even decided to put 2 of them in eggs, possibly 7 of them in eggs, we don't know yet.
Change the initial
Like
statement.
it was well known that a Pokemon that is that fragile with
You're
its
gonna have to
technicality,
learn very quickly because 50% of the eggs are Shedinja.
50%.
Yep.
I don't know if it's worse if would be worse if I believed you or if I didn't at this point.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have a
care if you believe
50%
me.
chance of having a Shedinja. Either it's a Shedinja or it isn't.
Exactly.
That's
Those are,
absolutely not how that works.
those are your 2 options, and it's either one or the other.
That is not how union probability works, Ivan.
Big crystal union probability.
I'm going to start a probability union that probabilities can be a part of the union and then get paid better.
With blackjack and hookers. Forget the union.
Luckily, you don't have to level up Scarab, so...
Not by much, yeah.
Why exactly is an Onyx called Skidder?
No fucking clue.
Like, it doesn't make sense now that I've actually read Worm.
Like, there was some honest-to-God logic there at some point, and I've since forgotten what it was.
Mm-hmm.
All I know could have just been an homage.
Was it because you thought it was a worm?
Yes, that was exactly my train of thought.
Well, that's just terrible.
Were you expecting any better from me, Ivan?
I would have
Honestly.
maybe gone with Golem. Like,
Yeah, or Lung, or something like that.
no, I would have called Lung the Charmeleon.
Like, I
Or
would say that's strictly
Fire
for
Dragon.
a steel fire type.
Well, technically, the best Pokemon to name Lung would be Blaziken.
Why?
Fighty
Because he
Bernie.
gets stronger the longer he fights.
Fighty Bernie
Only
boy.
has speed boost as an ability, I guess.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
He's a fighty Bernie boy. Also, I'm sort of getting to the point where I want to say level 24 rather than 25 for everything.
Poison is super effective against ground, just so you know.
One shot and are not very effective. Do not fuck with Skinner.
Well, it was a crit. So.
Also, that you're twice its level, or 50% its level.
150%, David.
Yeah, that one.
I get the feeling
Your
this is a bad
plus
move.
50% is level.
Let's see what this does. No idea what this move does.
Which
Uh,
one?
Dragon Rage is the joke.
40 HP damage.
I
Why
know,
would
I
you-
was absolutely joking.
Why would you use Bite and not Firefight?
You know, I'm sure I knew the answer to that question at some point.
I'm sure you didn't.
I like the fact that Firefang can both flinch and burn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great move. I think my thinking was I was curious as to whether or not dark moves have a bonus against poison.
They do not, as far as I know.
Yeah, this is the 7th time I figured that out.
They're also not very effective against Dark type.
Psychic moves are strong against poison.
Yeah, but what I
Mm.
mean is like Krogunk is Dark Poison, right?
Is he?
I don't
Well,
think he's
yeah,
not.
because Bite wasn't super effective. It was actually not very effective against it.
And now we know.
Well, I think it's because dark moves are not effective against fighting types.
Could be that. Oh yeah, he's a fighting type. Sorry, not Dark type. You're right.
So psychic moves are 4 times effective against it, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
Against who?
Kurogunk and Toxicroak.
I see.
Krogunk. Krogunk. Krog.
Craw.
Such a good move.
What? Curse.
Yeah. Hey, you have some defense and defense.
Yeah, it's a great move when you've already got a brick wall that is Onyx.
Yeah, and the speed drop doesn't make any kind of a difference because Onyx is fucking slow by nature.
Which you would think for a tunneler and a yeah, you would think for a tunneler and a thing shaped like a snake that would not be as much the case.
He's made of rock. He doesn't have to be fast to tunnel. In fact, I think it's exactly the opposite.
Ask the Boring Company how quickly they tunnel.
Well,
Actually, they're one of the faster ones, but
they're not made of rock.
Sure.
also true.
But I mean that statement that because it's rock type it's probably slower would have the same logic for steel types, especially with the existence of Steelix. To which I'll raise you
Slow.
Skarmory.
Sure. Skarmory is not that fast though.
It is a speed fighter.
Skarmory is only fast because it has flying.
I mean, sure. Can't argue that
I mean,
logic.
it honestly isn't that fast.
I must have just had a good one with the IVs because I remember it being very much a speed fighter.
It's very average as far as I remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's average
60 or
and it's
70
more.
base speed.
Like, people use Skarmory much more for setup than for fighting.
Yeah, you remember who you're talking to in terms of sheer competence.
God, I want to have a fight against you again at some point.
Oh man, it'll be a slaughter. Is this a really good idea or a really bad idea? I can't remember.
Really good idea.
I
Yeah,
just
ice
did
is
this
good
2
against
fights
fire.
ago, yeah. Yeah, I keep thinking Talos also a water type, and that's probably even truer.
So ice is great against grass and flying and dragon. In general, that's the main three ones that you need to be aware of.
Which is why it all but one shots Dragonite, because it's a flying dragon, isn't it?
Why would you not use Brick Break?
Because I was lost in thought asking that question.
No, it's gonna endure. So you should have done it first.
Yes, I should have.
What a dum dum.
Yes, I
We're
am.
all learning.
I
We're all
mean,
getting there.
some of us a lot slower than others.
Ooh,
A wild mischievous out in here. Okay,
that is
okay.
good.
I have one move that will actually
Do
work here.
not use Quick Attack or Fury Swipes, just by the by.
Or the fighting move, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no thank
Run the
you.
fuck away.
Um,
So you are Dark and Ice. It is Fairy and Ghosts.
I'd like to formally request that you do not know Pursuit. Thank you. Alright, let's undo that hit.
I am better at misdravicing than misdravus.
We've seen 3 instances where you've almost died today, and one where you actually did.
I mean, for me, those are not awful numbers, and that's the sad part here.
And we're only, what, an hour? Not even an hour in.
Oh man, that's not encouraging. As no, don't give it the fucking.
Give it a water. Here you go, hold this.
What I'm doing? You hold. Okay.
Remember back in the day when you had limited fucking backpack space and you had to actually do that? I really want this cool item, but I can't own it.
Hey buddy, do you want a water stone? Here you go. Splish splash.
Splish splash. These opinions are trash. So what have I got that I can actually give to my fiery boy? Leaf stone, yes.
One of these days I'm gonna punch my monitor and I'm gonna be very upset about it.
I for one hope you don't.
No, there's a fucking fly
Scope lens
somewhere
is
in
not
my
bad.
room.
Expert Belt is not bad either.
Scope lens, expert belts, both good ideas.
Give it a red card.
No!
Give it an eject button.
I have neither of those items.
Oh.
All-worn belts. Boost power of super effective or raise crit ratio. I'm gonna go for them crits.
Crits are OP in this game.
Yeah, I feel like they've raised the percent of damage crits just do.
No, they've reduced it from earlier gens and later gens.
Oh. Then
Like, they massively nerfed crits after it just being as strong as it was in this gen and other gens.
okay, cool. So here they're OP, yes, okay. Cool, so let's actually check around this town before I get myself any more dead. Sup, bro? Team Galactic took his Pokemon away. I mean, I know they don't look like common thugs because they have a G on their shirt and not an R. But, you know, looks can be deceiving. Okay, well the bike shop is largely irrelevant, but I assume if the game hadn't been hacked, this would be where we get one. Let's do some shopping with all of my Meowth money.
Holy crap.
There's one less zero than you're
Is there a
thinking,
quick
David.
ball? I can't remember where the fast balls was. No.
What do you mean, holy crap? That's not so much.
It's
It is a lot because he's constantly buying shit.
look at all these potions I have. Wait, can I own over 100 stuff?
Yeah.
Ugh. Money, well and intelligently spent. Oh wait, what? So they actually give you more stuff at different shops. The more
The more gym
wait.
badges you have, the bigger the shop selections.
He's also very clearly hinted that Gardenia, which is I think where we are. No, we're in Eternia. Okay, we've been to Gardenia.
Yeah.
Okay, because we used the flying to
I think
sweep.
Gardenia is the name of the current gym leader. Might be wrong. I'm not sure.
Wasn't Gardenia the town with all the flowers?
Might be. You're probably right. I
Yeah,
have no
absolutely right. But there wasn't even a gym leader there, was there?
I don't know.
Gardenia is the
I think
gym
Gardenia might be the gym leader.
leader here.
Isn't Gardenia the gym leader?
I think it might
Also,
actually
it's
be the gym
been
leader.
very strongly hinted that flying types will wreck her, so
I'm assuming she's grass type.
she's 16. Northeast of here through Mount Coronet.
This game had a weird precedent of like all the gym leaders never being at the gyms.
Yeah, like usually there's just one, and I think we're already on number 3, or at least number 2.
It's number 2 that I know of. I also think you only have one gym badge so far.
Man next
Explorer
door to the
kit.
Pokemon Center.
I love the Explorer shit. It's so good.
What about the Explorer's Kit though? How do you feel about that?
I love it. But you need to be ready for a whole thing.
Talk to the man next door to the Pokemon Center.
There's only one man that you need to talk to. It's the one that's
Hello,
obviously
is it
insane.
you?
That is a Boyat. You don't want to talk to Boyat.
Well, I just
Oh.
scored a dig TM, so fuck you. I like this kid.
Oh god, they're just giving you shit again.
It's... What the fuck? Hey, you're
And
a
all
random
the
kid.
fucking fossils.
Yeah, you're
Old
a random
Amber.
kid. Here's a fucking fossil.
No, you
Hello,
guys don't understand.
Omanite.
You're getting
Hello, Caputo. I know this one. No, I fucking don't.
the leap, I think.
Pterodactyl?
No, Aerodactyl is Amber.
Oh, okay. So, Skull and Claw. Oh, fucking biscuits.
There's your Aerodactyl.
Oh man, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely love this mini game.
Before I get digging, let me share his advice. While you're digging, you may uncover dark rocks, hitting them very hard, they will collapse.
Minecraft before Minecraft was a thing.
Oh man. Actually, I think Minecraft was already an alpha when this game came out. That game is a lot older than people realize. First I've gone underground, the underground man. You hold up your end of the deal. I have made no deal with you, sir. Instantly take you underground. Sure, why not?
Going underground is quite easy. Yeah, fucking definitely is.
I have an Onyx, it's literally how they do.
Or you just die. It's going underground, no cost to you.
I mean, sure.
Apart from, you know, your life, but
Yeah.
small inconveniences.
What does this sign say?
At least for me, anyway.
Sure. So,
So use the underground kit if you want to see what that's about.
I'm not gonna dig through the road. I'm not a savage. Today.
It's a
That's gonna be a
theater, I
pain.
believe. There might be some exposition here.
Do you want some exposition? Would you like to save the game? No,
You're
you're
gonna.
not allowed to.
I can't.
God.
Okay, so
But you're missing out on that entire part of the game. Oh my
so
god.
so what I'm gonna do is the next time I have a checkpoint, I'm gonna save as states. I'm sorry, does this thing straight up say we want your Pokemon? There are
Yes.
people here going, they're not such bad people. I don't think they steal Pokemon.
The
Well,
spikes at the top is also not an indicator of anything.
no.
It's just for decoration.
But they're also they're asking people for Pokemon. They're not stealing Pokemon.
Yeah, they've been quite nice about it.
I mean,
Thief.
people were not so generous about Trump, like blatantly saying he wanted to molest
That
women.
was great. That was fucking awesome.
Okay,
Come
so
to think of it, Thief is a great move on Meow.
it actually is. I was just
Unless
thinking
he's
of
already
it.
holding something.
A hyper potion. He was holding a
What?
hyper potion.
Wait, does he have pickup?
He might.
If he has pickup, then this Meowth is fucking OP.
Like, here's the grinding king. Ah!
Oh
Yay!
my god. This, you
Uh,
have to take him now quite as often as you can. But just make sure he's never holding a knife.
it's
Like,
madness.
take what I said about Thief back.
I can't believe this Meowth is so broken in this game. Holy shit.
David just made the perfect Meowth and gave it to me.
I think I nerfed it somehow. I can't remember how. And it might
Yeah,
have
now it doesn't benefit from learning Thief.
No, it's probably one of those things where if you couldn't take the item off and there's something about the item, it would have completely messed you up. And you'd have to
Yeah.
be super big on managing it and keeping its health up and whatever.
I
Or something
see.
like that.
But also, they've buffed Meowth magnificently.
They
Because
have
The
level
whole
16,
idea, yeah, the
maybe?
whole idea would have been to see if you remember not to evolve Meowth until it got payday.
Yeah, you weren't even if you were to get Meowth early, you weren't supposed to be able to really use it yet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like David and I spoke about it. Like if Meowth was gonna, if you were going to evolve Meowth, we weren't gonna stop you.
Yep.
I see.
They're like, I see what you're doing. That's an interesting choice. And you'd be like, what? What do you mean what?
And then
And
after
then-
he evolved, we'd be like, well, you know, payday is a thing and doesn't learn it after it's evolved. So usually you would have to stop Meowth from evolving like 4 or 5 times.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. I almost remember that actually.
So that was kind of the caveat of having Meowth, but they've buffed this thing to shit. Like it's insane.
You know what else is insane? I remembered.
Good job.
I'm glad you did. I mean, you're probably just gonna get another Shedinja or something.
And then
fucking useless.
immediately kill it.
I'm like, why do I even bother giving you good shit? Well, actually, you have a lot of good shit. You should start getting not good shit.
What the? Ninja person! Zubat. Doesn't that sound like a ninja person from... How does that sound like a ninja?
It goes like, "Zbat!" and then you're dead.
David, you're a bad person and I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
But I cannot emphasize that you're how much of a bad person you are right now.
Zubat
It's about
and Zubat.
Isn't that when the Christians rest on Zubat?
um
Oh yeah.
also followers
That's
of
a really
Judaism.
bad matchup.
Ooh, a Skoropy!
I don't know why, but if David's panicking, I'm panicking.
I love Skoropy.
That's not a bad choice. Skoropy is a great poison type.
I see.
Also, it's getting super strong. So
Skoropy.
take it the fuck out.
Why?
That's super effective.
Yeah.
Yes.
It could have one-shot your Skitter.
It would have absolutely.
Special defense went
Ah,
up.
shit.
It's its
I
special
can't
defense that's maxed out,
Yeah,
so I can
would
work
have
with
fucked
that.
you so hard.
Yeah. Use a stab move, you.
I am.
Oh.
Oh wait,
See.
it's not stab yet, is it?
Nope.
We should
You're
check on that. No, it is stab until I've leveled. I don't know.
You're not Iron Steel type, so
No, but you're using a flying move.
yeah, flying isn't bad against poison.
No,
It's not
but
great either.
Fairy move.
never mind. But so that the evolution of the Skorupi
Mm-hmm.
is a fucking ultra beast in Ultra Sun.
It's not. What do you
Not an
mean?
ultra beast, but it's one of those that you can only go find in the portal.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Sorry, not an ultra beast. Ultra beast is something else, like my dick.
I thought your dick was definitely, in fact, an ultra beast.
Yeah, Brake Gun is pretty good.
Swablu!
Ooh.
You do not do well against lightning attacks, my friend. Despite looking like a cloud.
Wait, why? I know it's flying, but Flying Dragon doesn't kind of cancel out.
No, dragon has no effect on light.
Okay.
And I don't mean lightning is immune to dragon. I mean, there's no relationship between lightning and dragon.
Alright, what was the thing that does... Ice. It
Ice.
doesn't like ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla ice, baby.
Oh, behind.
Oh man, I can't believe we
Actually-
watched Austin Powers so recently.
Actually, Electric has half, is half as effective against Dragon.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, remember it's all the starter types. It's Fire, Grass, Water, and Electric.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I
so
s-
Dragon was meant to be the big equalizer. Like, yeah, none of your early stuff is gonna affect me. Da 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 da. And you kind of had to get like a rare thing, like a Dragon and Ice Pokemon to
Yeah.
really get stuff with this.
Okay, well,
Like
I
Gyarados.
stood corrected.
Like, Gyarados is great except against the easy mode players.
Later on, Fairy becomes really good against Dragon in later gens.
See how Mount Coronet towers above us. I want to be big like that one day. You're comparing yourself to a mountain man.
To a mountain man, I think he is a mountain man.
As a man of the mountains, there's a marginal difference. Well, that works a lot better than it used to.
Well, also, what are you doing?
I mean, I was thinking, hey, I don't have to worry about having that flying type down the line, but...
Look, you're Fire versus Rock and or Ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
That-
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sweeping!
That's not
You nearly killed your fucking shiny.
shiny fucking.
He would not have died that easily.
Dude, if
Huh?
that was a magnitude 8, you were dead.
Yeah.
What?
Even a magnitude 6 or 7.
That was a magnitude 6.
Think so? Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
No, it was a magnitude 6, but if it was a magnitude 8, you were dead.
Is it really scaled that heavily?
Dude, magnitude 8 is fucking OP. Why do you think I have so much success with Hippowdon?
Because the universe loves you and you always get magnitude 10s?
See, now you want to use a fire type. Because this thing is steel type.
I mean, sure, but now I also don't want to bring out my half dead.
So, magnitude, for instance, 9
Mm?
is like 2.1 times as strong as magnitude 6.
On top of that, the chance to crit. On top of that, the fact that it's super effective.
Yeah, so magnitude is weird. Magnitude 4 does only 10 BP. Magnitude 5 does 30, it goes up to 50.
Yeah, it
Then
scales
90, 120,
insanely.
150.
Yeah, but it
So
also
magnitude
scales
10 is
somewhat inconsistently.
150 BP move.
That's quite a hit.
Yeah.
Which would
Okay,
be more than 3 times as strong as the hit that hit you there.
Natsu won't have any madness like that.
Nato.
Swabbly, 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 Swabbly is a... the flying dude that I've been up against like 8
Yeah,
times.
it's a cloud.
Yeah, it's the floofy thing.
Okay, I do it as squish.
Now you're thinking with worms.
I was muted for that.
Staravia, is that Starly's upgrade?
Basically a flying type, but you need to just...
Yeah, Starly's upgrade, evolution.
Upgrade. What? Pikachu is upgrading.
Oh man. So, there's a Don't Starve clone that I'm playing that I keep forgetting the name of. But you have pets, and you'll give them items to also make them do a thing that's basically a parody of evolution. It's like, what? And it's like absolutely the Pokemon evolution thing.
Is it called Avoid Hunger?
No.
Is it called Badlands?
No.
it's not.
Um,
Crashlands, what was the
Crash.
one?
It is Crashlands, yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then when the evolution actually happens, instead of playing all like happy music, it's just like it's like, it's so big, and then they play a shitload of heavy dubstep.
Well, that does not sound like a fun time.
It's generally
Everyone
hilarious
doesn't like
until that happens. Yevon has opinions of dubstep.
Why are you playing things so loose and dangerously, my friend?
This is not me playing fast and loose, and you know it.
This is you playing fast and loose.
Not for me, it's not. Also, who's squeaking in the background? I think it was David, because David's just muted and the squeaking ended.
I'm always muted.
What does the squeaking sound like?
It sounds like and I'm pretty sure it's David's chair when he's moving.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Okay, so interesting point of order. I don't know where this path goes. We've been to Orberg. Okay. All right, this route's sort of one way.
And east through a mountainy thing to get to the gym leader to have her come back to the thing.
Yeah, the gym leader's like here. And I don't know what's here, but snowy boys.
I don't think the gym leader's that far away, dude.
The gym leader's absolutely that far. They're on Route 216.
Yeah, but not all the way to the next city.
I mean, I didn't click on the next city, I clicked on the halfway point. Why? Why would I? Okay.
Well, they're there. The gym leader is somewhere around the top half of the map.
And the galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Is this the place where we start getting explosions, self-destructs? Can't
That's why
remember.
I'm very hesitant to go into those caves. Like,
You
I'm
should totally go into those caves.
not
Get
awfully
yourself
over
a Pokemon.
under leveled, but I'm not so confident that I'll just carve through there. But okay, fine. I need a flying type.
Why?
Because if this lady is anything but the the grass types, then the coverage I have might not be as amazing as I think it is.
I think she's grass type.
Okay. I mean, a name like Gardenia kind of hints at it.
Yeah, I'm also saying this as someone who has never played this game or
Ooh,
base game
Moonstone.
or has any kind of knowledge.
Man,
Also,
I'm pretty sure I've never played
You
this
do
gen.
realize you messed up your chance of catching something, right?
Ah, balls.
Love you, buddy.
I don't like mountains, okay? They're not safe. Everything in here dies.
but yeah,
Yeah,
this is
you killed them.
the second mountain in a row where you haven't caught anything.
Shit explodes in mountains. Mountains aren't for catching stuff. Mountains are for death.
I don't think you have much that... Okay, water is, I guess, neutral against this one, so that's not too bad. Plus the levels help.
The levels help. Ching-a-ling.
I love singing.
Slightly racist.
Like, totally racist.
How's that racist?
Like, the depiction... I'm not really
Of a
comfortable
cow
getting into it.
and chinging.
Like, I think the takeaway here is if you don't see it, then you're very not picking up the stereotype, which is probably a good thing.
I'm not very good at knowing about stereotypes.
These guys are always just blocking off paths, honestly. I'll be the first to admit to getting ever so slightly nervous that I'm gonna run out of power points, move points on egg fodder before we're through this hellscape that is technically just a mountain. Although this whole area is just like, hey, you can climb places if Team Galactic's not in your way, which is pretty cool. It speaks to me. Oh man, that stretchiness does not look comfortable. Oh man, it sounds like a brass pan just falling
Okay.
when it gets knocked out. Knocked out, you just hear doom ba doom.
I mean, I can't say that I've ever dropped a brass pan specifically.
Well, I've got a brass plate somewhere around the house. My mom has a lot of stuff like that. That is the move. That is the move.
Is it? Is it the move?
I mean, you have to ask, but at the same time, sharp, huge claws, hook, strike with quickly and with great power. BP 80. Yes,
Okay.
on Bahamut.
Sure. I guess.
It's going to do a lot more than 40 damage on him now.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
better than Dragon Rage.
Is it? Because dragon-based
yes.
attacks have almost no type advantage against anything.
Yeah, but just for raw power at his level, he's at that point.
Yeah, dude. The other move was your best alternative to Pulse Strike at this stage. Tell me I'm wrong.
And I regret that I jumped so quickly at it, but we're locked in now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get swept quickly.
Oh yeah. Also, having something that
I'm a hard
always does
pass
a
on
fixed
that.
amount of damage is absolutely OP.
It is good if, and only if, you're someone that actually pays attention to how much health something has and remembers to only do
Even
a certain amount of damage because you have to catch something or
I'm
whatever.
talking about in battles. If you, this is HP, raw HP damage. It's not based on, any weird type advantages or
No, I know.
immune or whatever. So it's like, oh, nothing I have can harm this thing that has 6 HP defenses and whatever ups. So, oh wait, let me just use the thing that always does damage.
I don't know. I feel like Evan has my number on this one.
Why do I have your number on?
The fact that I will never actually know enough to use it tactically.
Yeah. Like, tactically, I absolutely agree with you, David. It's a good move, yes. It's a move that has coverage without
God.
it being type coverage.
It's as strong as what's that move that does that thing that's so strong on Chansey, that's level based, except it's like having a level 40 Pokemon use it.
Well, yes. No, I know.
Soft boiled?
No.
No.
No, I hear what you're saying, and like I said, I fully agree. However, what you need to take into account is the fact that Dylan does not play very
Choose your
he
words
doesn't
wisely.
strategically. That's the word that I was looking for. He doesn't play very strategically. He doesn't know how to.
I mean, I'm not great at it. It
So
doesn't mean I
using
don't have a
a
clue.
move. No, no, that's not what I'm saying. But I mean, you don't necessarily. I mean, you use Bite over Fire Fang on a bug type.
I mean, I'm grinding. I'm trying to get things through quickly, so I don't always think the move out.
Well, sure, and that
Ooh,
has
soft
gotten you
sound.
kill. That has got lost you how many Pokemon now?
7.
Soft Sand is pretty good.
It's empowers ground type moves, correct?
So it's not an indictment on you as a player. It's a comment about your playstyle. And because of your playstyle, I think you made the right choice. Is what I'm saying.
I see. Did that thing just recoil itself out? No. Okay. I guess I have to do this. That's it. Speaking of exact amounts of hit points, these guys are starting to get tank.
Oh yeah, they're level 20.
I'm not sure if it's my connection or yours, Dylan, but there's a bit of
There's always a delay.
It's Dylan's connection.
This is why I'm upgrading my internet.
Yeah, that's good.
18 times 5. What is that? 60? No.
Mischance makes this one of my least favorite moves.
75, yeah.
80. We've got 80 mischance.
It hits a minimum of
Or
twice. Like it either misses completely or it hits at least twice though.
No, it's got an 80% flat out mischance.
Hit.
Yeah, hit chance. So 1 in 5 moves are just going to flat out miss.
Oh yeah.
I think it might actually be our connection.
Could be.
Nah.
David is also roboting for me.
I think it's 6-1 on this in this case. Like, it is absolutely a known thing that my stream is behind. Like,
It's not the stream. It's not about the stream being behind. That's just a Twitch thing. I'm talking about like the fact that David is roboting on Discord.
I see.
And Evan's roboting for me on Discord as well.
I hear you
Yeah.
both fine. You both sound wonderful.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Dulcy tones, I told you. Dulcet tones. Dulcy.
Dulce.
How the hell would you spell that?
Dolkitones.
Oh man, you're making it worse, David. You're making everything worse.
It's pleasure.
It's made even worse by the fact that you're so loud on my headphones right now.
I don't know if I muted my microphone in time, but I just had a very violent sneeze.
You did.
Buddy. Scald!
Yes, please.
Gold is
80 damage, special burn. This guy is a specialist. 60 confused, 75 100.
Bubble beam, bubble beam.
Bubble beam. Lower stat. Has that ever worked on lowering the target speed stat?
I think my network has completely fucked up.
Yeah, I also had some issues. Maybe it's just Discord servers having some trouble.
Well, that and the fact that the stream has ended for me on the beach.
Are we sure that I haven't dropped the thing? Because
No, I still see you on Twitch. It's all
okay,
good.
I apologize for the inconvenience.
Apologize. Yeah, we might need to do a restart again and maybe a channel sweep.
Yeah.
I don't know what a channel sweep is. That thing. Okay, I thought that was some weird Twitch like thing, like a raid.
We'll be offline for
I believe in you. I don't believe you. I think you're lying, but I believe in
for a
you.
little bit just.
Okay, buddy. Well, this is fucking ominous. Why is this room so ominous if there's nothing but the one tiny unmelty piece of ice in it? It's not even stuff trying to eat me. I shouldn't be encouraging that. It's a Lunatone. I'll tell you what, I did not think egg fodder would be such a good option for the starter. You know, not that I actually kept my starter after all that, but lucked into it again. Elite battler, but cold is your nemesis. That's a problem. I don't think try attack will one-shot me, but that thing's really high level. Let's ride the French train. Cool.